The original I Know What You Did Last Summer begins on the night of July 4, 1996, as four high school seniors, Julie James, her boyfriend Ray Bronson, best friend Helen Shivers, and Helen's boyfriend Barry Cox, celebrate their futures with the hope of staying close despite the changes ahead. Their carefree night takes a horrifying turn when they accidentally hit a man on a dark coastal road while driving home. Fearing arrest and the loss of everything they've worked for, they panic and decide to dispose of the body rather than report the accident. As they drag the corpse toward the ocean, Julie's friend Max drives by, though the group ensures he doesn't witness what's really happening. After dumping the body into the water, the four make a solemn pact to never speak of the night again. 1 year later, Julie returns from college, visibly changed and burdened by guilt, only to find that her friends have also suffered emotionally and drifted apart. Her life is upended when she receives an anonymous note that chillingly states, "I know what you did last summer." Julie reconnects with Ray, Helen, and Barry as they try to uncover who could know their dark secret. Barry quickly accuses Max of being behind the note, but Max is soon brutally killed by a mysterious figure in a rain slicker wielding a sharp fisherman's hook. Julie later discovers Max's body stuffed in a trunk and covered in crabs, further escalating the terror. As paranoia sets in, Helen and Barry start to suspect Ray, who has been working alone as a fisherman since the accident and now appears increasingly suspicious. Julie investigates the man they believe they hit and learns he may have been David Egan, a local who disappeared the same night. Visiting David's sister Missy, Julie learns that David had been tormented by guilt over his girlfriend Susie's death in a car crash, and that a man named Billy Blue once visited to pay his respects. While Missy believes her brother took his own life, Julie realizes the truth that Ben Willis, Susie's vengeful father, murdered David before being accidentally hit by the group. During the town's annual beauty pageant, Helen watches helplessly from the stage as Barry is killed by the hook-wielding killer. In a desperate escape attempt, Helen is pursued through the streets but is eventually killed, along with her sister Elsa. Julie rushes to find Ray and share what she's learned, but is horrified to discover that his boat is named Billy Blue, leading her to suspect he might be the killer. As Julie flees, she is picked up by another fisherman who seems to offer safety, but she quickly realizes he is actually Ben Willis, the man they hit a year earlier, now back to exact his revenge. Ray intervenes just in time, knocking Ben overboard and severing his hand with rigging equipment to save Julie. Ray admits that he had visited Missy under the name Billy Blue, racked with guilt over what he thought was David's death. Now that Julie and Ray understand they never actually killed an innocent man and that Ben was a murderer from the start, they feel relief, believing the nightmare is finally over. The story continues in I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, picking up a year later as Julie continues to suffer from intense PTSD and recurring nightmares about Ben Willis. Julie's new college roommate Carla wins a radio contest for a trip for four to the Bahamas, and sees it as the perfect way for Julie to heal and relax. Julie invites Ray to join, but he declines at first until his friend Dave convinces him to surprise her. On their way to meet the group, Ray and Dave are ambushed by Ben, who kills Dave, though Ray manages to escape with his life. Unaware of this, Julie heads to the island with Carla, her boyfriend Tyrell, and a charming friend named Will. Once at the seemingly empty resort, Julie receives a threatening new message, "I still know what you did last summer." Will comforts her and even admits he has feelings for her, as the group tries to distract her from her fears. However, as a violent storm traps them on the island, Ben arrives and starts killing hotel staff one by one. Julie discovers the bodies and alerts the hotel manager Mr. Brooks, but they mysteriously vanish, and he dismisses her claims as paranoia. The next morning, Brooks is found murdered and the resort's radio, their only link to the outside world, is destroyed. A mysterious islander named Estes warns the group that the vacation contest was a trap and reveals that Ben once lived on the island with his family before murdering his wife in a jealous rage. Before he can explain further, Estes disappears, and Will volunteers to search for him. Ben soon attacks again, killing Tyrell, while Julie and Carla barely manage to escape. They are found by a blood-covered Will, who claims Estes attacked him, but Julie grows suspicious when she realizes the blood isn't his. That's when Will reveals his true identity. He is Ben's son, and he helped orchestrate the entire plan to lure Julie to the island. Ben and Will attack Julie just as Ray arrives to save her. In the chaos, Ben accidentally kills his own son. As Ben grieves, Julie seizes the chance to shoot and kill him, seemingly ending the nightmare for good. Julie and Ray later marry and move into a new home, believing they are finally safe until Julie is attacked again in the film's final moments, leaving it unclear whether Ben has returned once more or if the trauma still haunts her mind.